In the late 19th century, Whitechapel was a place of dark corners and darker secrets. Among the bustling streets and crowded travelers walked a man known for his charm and polished demeanor, but behind his dandish exterior, Severin Klosowski hid a sinister secret, a double life marked by betrayal, manipulation, and murder. This is the story of the man some have called Jack the Ripper's successor, the Whitechapel dandy. Whitechapel in the 1890s was infamous for its overcrowded streets, poverty, and the lingering memory of Jack the Ripper. Amid the chaos of London's East End, Severin Klosowski, a Polish immigrant and barber, stood out, known for his refined appearance and eloquent manner. Klosowski, who also went by the name George Chapman, quickly integrated himself into the community quickly ingratiated himself into the community, but beneath his polished veneer lay a calculating predator. Between 1897 and 1902, Klosowski entered into relationships with several women, all of whom would meet untimely and horrifying ends. His victims were women he lured with promises of love, only to betray them in the most chilling way possible. Kolosowski's first known victim, Mary Spink, became his wife after he convinced her to leave her husband. Shortly after their marriage, Mary fell gravely ill and died. Doctors attributed her death tuberculosis, a common illness at the time. But as Klosowski moved on to new relationships, a pattern began to emerge. His new two partners, Bessie Taylor and Maud Marish, both succumbed to mysterious illnesses after becoming involved with him. In each case, the symptoms mirrored those of poisoning, but the true cause of death was initially overlooked. It wasn't until the death of Maud Marish in 1902 that suspicion fell on Kolosowski. Her family, alarmed by the suddenness of her illness, demanded an investigation. An autopsy revealed the presence of antimony, a slow-acting poison that caused agonizing deaths. The police quickly connected Kolosowski to the deaths of his previous partners, all of whom had displayed similar symptoms under intense scrutiny. Kolosowski's dandelish charm began to crumble, revealing the cold and calculating killer beneath. Severin Klosowski was arrested and charged with the murders of Bessie Taylor, Mary Spink, and Maud Marash. During his trial, his sinister double life was exposed, and he was found guilty of all three murders in 1903. He was executed by hanging at Wandsworth Prison. Even after his death, questions about Kolosowski's past lingered. Some theorized that he could have been Jack the Ripper himself, as his time in Whitechapel coincided with the infamous killings. While no concrete evidence linked him to the Ripper murders, the similarities in their predatory behavior fueled speculation for decades. Severin Klosowski was a man of dual identities, a charming barber by the day and a remorseless killer by night. His crimes stand as a haunting reminder that evil often hides in plain sight, cloaked in the guise of civility and charm. Though the Whitechapel dandy is gone, his dark legacy endures, casting a long shadow over London's East End.